Alrighty, let's go. I know this was a tough game. We didn't play our best. And we're missing our normal goalkeeper, Cam. But let's see what we do. Obviously, it's been difficult because this under 10 team's in the top division, where most of our other teams, or I think every other team, is in the second division. But it's a good challenge for us under 10s. And so don't get disheartened about these results, because if you're playing in the second division, honestly, you'd probably win it hands down, without a doubt. So think of it as a challenge. Don't think of it, that it represents you as a player, because you guys would dominate the lower division. But something I've been saying with all our teams, our biggest problem is our off-the-ball movement. It's an issue that, most players struggle with. Oftentimes they don't get taught. And here, there's not much you can do about this. It's just pretty unlucky. But cool. So just remember, to be fair, that's fine, Kobe. He thought we had it. It was a quick transition. Can't do too much about it. It was an unlucky situation. When we are trying to cover back, just make sure Adrian, because honestly they could have just done this and scored. So when we defend, Adrian, we want to get really close to your player. Although that person didn't score, honestly he could have or should have. Much prefer, rather than booting the ball away, Mr. Jackson. I believe it's Jackson. Control the ball, man. Take a touch. Who can you pass to? We want to play football. So here's a mistake. I guess that's fine. Adrian was trying to get the ball. So this is the issue in terms of when people press the wrong people. So Josh, push on. Sammy should be pressing. Adrian should be on this player. Just so you know. So make sure defensively we pick up the correct player. Oftentimes we're picking up the wrong player, and that's what can kill us a bit. And there you go. And something to learn, when we cover and trying to block crosses, we have to get in front of the player. So Kobe, what you could do next time is make your run on the inside, because we want to make sure blocking crosses, you have to get to the ball first. You can't just be marking from behind. We want to get goal side and in front of the player, from where the cross is coming from. Another thing in terms of just transitions. So cool, we have the ball, that's fine. We get rid of it, which we shouldn't have, Jackson. That's silly. Now we've lost the ball. So as soon as we lose the ball, it's a transition. In terms of Colt, pick up your player. Colt, Adrian's, it's the heat of the moment, that's fine. But we have to make sure that we quickly transition. Okay, both players pick up this one. And what we could have noticed, Josh, it depends. Because everyone's out of position at the moment, Adrian has become the striker in terms of he's pressing the defender. Sammy's picked up the midfielder, so he's turned into the midfielder. So Josh, you could have turned into the winger and marked the winger. But that's a very quick thing that you wouldn't really analyse straight away. But it's just something to realise. So with this confusion, Josh, you were the closest player, so you should have committed. You should have seen, okay, Adrian pressed on, Sammy's marking my player, so then Josh, it's up to you to mark their player. So that's something for you to realize, and you can see the confusion here because these boys are thinking, cool, I got to worry about these two. Josh, you don't need to worry about this guy as well. You're closer to this guy than this player. All right, so that's something to consider. We allow this player too much space and see the hesitation. We're marking each other. We really got to close that down. So that was a miscommunication and people getting dragged out of the wrong spot. So we don't want to get frustrated with each other. We just want to communicate better and talk to each other. So tell each other, you press, I cover, blah, blah, blah. But if you are the closest player, just press the ball. And then we adapt from there. Alright, so this has to change, man. So look how much time and space you have with the ball. If there's no one pressing you, then where are the opposition players? Probably the people you're trying to pass to. So if we've got space, Jackson, run with the ball. Let the opposition come towards you, and then you can play around them. But here, you're just trying to give them possession. So it's not what we want to see. And even if it works, yeah, we haven't learned anything. It's not good football. We want to play like the red team is, where we're passing to each other's feet. We're moving after we pass. Our teammates get it. We're getting into a passing lines. We don't want to just keep clearing the ball. It's very silly. And we don't learn anything from it. It's not what we want to do. And here again, it's a great run, Josh, but can you demand it? So this is what I say about communication so poor. Kobe, you should be demanding. Josh, you should be demanding. And Sammy, you shouldn't be trying to 1v1 here. There's two defenders in front of you. It's a silly move. Pass, make your run, get it back. I say it all the time. So you take your touch. You're in danger. You shouldn't be 1v1ing that because, cool, they have a presser and a coverer. Can't be both. Lay it off, make your run. Alright. These things have to be done. It's not like, oh, I should have. You have to. Come on. Beautiful. Great job. So let's watch that again. We get it. A little bit of a risky ball. It does work out. So either that option to Sam is awesome or straight to Kobe. Well done. Great following up, guys. So if we ever see that doing a short corner, we need 2 people to go out. So Josh, if you see, because we can't do 2v1, that's no good. So if they're doing a short corner, we need 2 people to go out. And then Kobe mark up in front. All right, so we have to both go out, because otherwise they're always going to get past the first defender. So make sure if it's a short corner, we both go out. All right. Because the shot is a threat. We have enough players in the box. So here, cool. Both go out. Good. Well done. That's much better. Much better. I really need you to cut that out of your game. So as a player, if you have space, Jackson, we have to dribble. So space, we dribble. Because if there's no defender marking you, that means they're marking your teammates. And then those teammates cannot be passed to. So really think, can I dribble? That will really fix up your game. You can dribble, draw these players towards you, and then find the pass. And then if you want, then you can kick long to the striker. But you have to draw them towards you first. Because otherwise, we're just trying to give them the ball, and then they're going to have more chances to score. With this, whenever our wing has the ball, can we play it down the line, and can our striker make that run down the line? And after you pass Kobe, continue your run. Alright, if that makes sense? So as I said to my striker, can my striker always get in line with the person with the ball? So if this guy has it, sure, get in line. Can we get a direct pass to the striker, like our last goal happened? If the ball's over here, can my striker make a run to get in line with the ball? And maybe even come short, maybe go long. But I don't want my striker hiding over here. So this is fine. Sammy tried to make the run, and it does get blocked. That's fine. What I want to see is the closer we get to the player, the more we're congesting it. So I'd rather you come down here and then let the ball be thrown to you, and it'll kind of bounce to your feet, and then you can switch out. But if we crowd the thrower, it'll be a foul throw. But also, once they receive it, it's congested. We're going to lose it anyway. So Josh, could you start out here? Striker, could you start more central? Winger, start here. And then from there, okay, maybe I move in, or maybe I run down the line. If a player moves into your space, Kobe, okay, can you move somewhere else? If someone moves into your space, Sammy, can you move somewhere else? Let me call that rotation. Rather than standing still all in the same spot. Do you see how we're all in the same line? We're all in the same spot. One player can mark all of you. So we don't want to start in the position where we want to receive the ball. Start out wide, start big, and then, okay, push the defender away, come to receive to your feet. Because we're kind of all just standing in the same spot, and we're walking as well. It's not going to work. We're all making the same run. And once again, we don't want to crowd it. So can I find the pocket of space? Josh, can you push this player off and come into the pocket of space? He might quickly follow you, but then Sammy can then receive. But even still, we're all standing still. Maybe Kobe can come here and just try to receive this ball. That defender might follow, and then Josh can make the run in behind. We can't stand still. If you see the situation, can we try to run into each other's spots? Can we rotate? Can we change position, so to speak? And preferably, if you receive this, can we look to turn? We get it from one side midfielder. We like to go the other side. Okay. Don't keep going back to the same congested side. It doesn't work, Josh. We really want to fix that up as well. Good defending, Marcus. Well done, Jagger. Great pass. So what I wouldn't mind seeing is this. Like I said, I want my striker to get in line with the person with the ball, a straight line. So Sammy, can you make this run here? And then Adrian can pass to you, then make his run back inside. And that will then confuse the defender. So that's why we say, 1, we always like to pass and make runs. Okay. 2, Sammy, can you get in line with the striker? So we can receive this pass. Cool. My man can run. Sammy, you can then either bounce it back to him or turn, cross it in, or you might be able to turn and then finish. But I don't like my strikers just plodding along in the middle. Make your runs. All right. Pass, move. Otherwise, we're relying on individual 1v1 talent rather than team play, teamwork. Like I said, if we're in the lower division, sure, you can 1v1, it's going to be easier, but we're now challenging ourselves with stronger teammates, stronger opponents. Another thing is, cool, can one of our defenders come to get it? Or maybe, Sammy, can you come for a short corner, potentially? Great job. Whenever we see this, it's very important. One of our defenders to come up around here to support, because sometimes we need a reset. So we like to go forward. In this case, we can't. So then we need a sideways option, but we also need backwards options. So we need our defenders to come up and support and be a part of the game. Because if it's not on, we can reset, we can switch to the other defender, we can go to the other winger, or the other defender can shoot or play. It's very important that our defenders are not just, I'm going to sit back and just defend. Get involved in the play. All right, we need you to come and help reset the play. So really important. Can our defenders get involved and always talk to our team? Like, hey, say reset, recycle. Let's try again later. And then it also means you'll be here to also stop those passes, which Marcus did really well to get there. Great job. Very good.
It's like a sponge. Like I'm holding a sponge that has like shaped like a fish.
So for example here, cool.
Things on it that you can just...
What do we need to see straight away? Cool. The ball gets transitioned. Oh god, what's going on here? Sorry. The ball gets transitioned. And straight away I need my striker making the run directly down the line to receive the pass. And of course Josh is going to continue his run. Wing is going to continue his run. So if the ball does get played here, we can bounce in, we can go the other side, we can 1-2. But I really don't want my striker here. Wherever the ball is, there should be a straight line. If this person has it, straight line to the striker. If this person has it, straight line to the striker. If someone, hello? If someone here has it, straight line to the striker. Alright. Decent jump by Mr. Jagger. Legendary. That's really great technique, actually, Jagger. Alright, so do you see the issue? Jacob, I don't want you cuddling the ball, man. Come back here. So then you're further away from this guy, and then if you lose it, you're not in front of goal. Let Jagger play to your feet. Get out here. Get out here. So we're going to get a little bit wider, guys. Otherwise, firstly, he can't even see you, Jackson. Cam, you're too close to the ball. Jackson, stop booting the ball, man. It's ugly football. And here, to improve you, Josh, as a midfielder, can we have the vision to go, hey, look, left foot first time should be out here. But Stephen, do you have a voice? So I get mad at every game. Not with you, with everyone. We don't communicate. Could we make a run in behind you, Adrian? Can you demand it, Stephen, because you're in an ocean of space? Josh, can you scan left and right and know what to do before you get the ball? Which is why we started doing that activity when you only have one touch to play football. So you have to know what to do before you get the ball. Because all I need is a one-touch pass. Scan, doof, straight to the winger. And then rather than them scoring, we would have scored. So these split decisions, it makes you... You can see me getting a little bit cranky because I told Josh to do the pass. It's having that vision, and that's how we get to the next level. So Stephen was in a mile of space, and there's a difference between us being the scoring team and us being the losing team. Happy with that, Josh? That's fine. That's what we're looking to do. Play through the winger straight away. Now straight away, can we make this run? How can you get involved, Josh? Can our defender come down here and get the pass? Okay, so let's see what we do off the ball. Nice Archer, brilliant Archer. There you go, perfect Archer, very, very good. Whenever we tackle, arm across their body. So Adrian, use your body, don't just swing a foot. Be very physical. Yeah, good, get that arm up, well done. So he's a bit slow to react. So, Adrian, can you follow and mark your player? Jackson, Jacob, mark up together. Perfect. And you find your midfielder or just be an extra man. So make sure, Adrian, you're marking up. Because that, we fell asleep, is too easy. So this is what I mean about having a quick brain and thinking all the time. Turn off for a second, they get a goal. Or at least a chance to score. So guys, you've got to find the cross section. Find the cross section. See, this one I don't mind as much because they did commit towards you. But in saying that, are we good enough to take a touch? Stephen, can you kind of receive this pass down here? Cool, Josh, that's fine. Can you receive this? And then bounce out. So that's what gets us to the next level. Because at the moment, we're not playing football. And we're a bit scared to play football. And oftentimes, it's our off-the-ball movement that prevents us from playing football. So what would be nicer is push him off, Josh. You're 10 times bigger than him. Come receive in the pocket of space. Bounce, bounce. Stephen, you can drop off. Receive this, face forward. And then drive, play to the striker, Josh can follow up. This is where we want to get up to, rather than bomb it long and hope for the best. Because if we notice, a lot of the times when we bomb it, they win the ball and they score. Because we have possession and then we lose it, and that transition of having the ball and losing it, it's very hard to get back. So, hopefully we learn from this. Stop bombing the ball. It's, one, doesn't help you. Two, a lot of the time ineffective against a good team. A bad team, sure, they'll miscontrol it, blah, blah, but these guys will just take a touch, see you later. Instead of going all the way to our defenders when we have the ball, Josh, can you ask for the ball? And then can we find our wingers or play to feet? We don't want to go all the way backwards when we don't need to. So what we want to see here is if this happens, it's bop, bop, bop. So pass and make the forward run, and we bounce. So when we receive back to goal Archer, that's when we want to try to find our teammate as soon as possible. Those little things is what allows you to beat players. It's a cracking shot. But you see, if we attack poorly, then we actually lose goals. And even this, so once again, we're all making the same options. So Josh, could you make this run and ask for this pass, while Stephen comes and supports this way, potentially? Cool. Can we make a run in behind and say, yes, slip me the ball? And that would then give us the goal rather than them the goal. While Stephen then makes his run, instead of being behind a defender, can he come support the pass? And if he gets it, he could maybe switch out to a defender or the other winger, and etc. So we want to provide as many different options rather than we're all providing the same backwards option. Okay. So can we make forward runs, Josh, and get the ball? Stephen, can you support in this situation? Once again, they're very, very, very good players. So don't get upset. You're just in the top division. So you're going to have to, it's a challenge. Get used to it. Especially if you want to become, one of the better players. Well, you got to verse the best. These are the best of the best in Adelaide. These are definitely some of the best players. These guys are a little jet. I know this one. They're all very, very good players, all of them. It's a top division for a reason. Probably thought we were the players. That's fine. It happens. Don't stress. So, this is why I say it's so important to stay awake. Because if you start ball watching straight away, oh, hang on, my player left me. Another thing is, we're marking each other. So markers get sucked over for no reason. So markers midfielder marks midfield. Kobe, instead of marking no one, mark this player. And then really we should actually have extra players here. Alright, because they have no striker at the moment. So we want to make sure that we're marking different people, not getting all three of us sucked to one player and leaving Jackson in a 2v1. So Kobe mark up, Jacob Jackson double up, Marcus finds your midfielder. It could be the striker even, to be fair. But we don't want to leave these players free like that. Good players, they're going to pick you to pieces. So one thing is, always stay awake. This is why I say your brain has to be working at all times, not in the fairylands. 2, we need to communicate better and make sure we're marking the correct people. Alright. Kobe, make sure you're with a throw-in. Get close to a player for a throw-in because they're just going to go over your head anyway, Kobe. So you're not really doing anything here. You're pretending to defend. So these little things add up. These little things of just falling asleep, Stephen, not marking the right players, or marking the same player. The goal happens. They weren't extraordinarily better. They just punish your mistakes. And what happens in low-level soccer, we can make lots of mistakes and they don't punish you for those mistakes. A team like this, every mistake, they will win, they capitalise. So that's the difference. Against a low-level team, we'd still make the same mistakes. It's just the scoreline wouldn't show it. Which is why versing in the top division is good for you guys, because it highlights where your mistakes happen, and then you can fix them, and then you can dominate worse teams. So here it looks like we've both provided the same option. So here there should be an outlet to our winger. That ball's going to our striker. So I don't think there's anyone here. It looks like Kobe and Archer are both here. So once again, it's off the ball movement. It's lazy. We stand still instead of saying, yes, let me drop away from the opposition, because Kyle always says get in space, get in the pass line and demand the ball every second of the game when the team has it. But we just stand and hope for the ball. We hope things are going to happen well. It's not good enough. It really isn't. And even this, for example. So we must all want the ball, not say, yeah, pass somewhere else. So here, Marcus, instead of running away, could we receive to your feet? Yeah? Or that's fine, you can push on. And then Jackson, can you ask to pass to your feet so we can go to the other side? We want to all, any of these options are fine, but the idea is that none of us really want the ball. Jackson doesn't want the ball. Marcus is running away and telling them to pass somewhere else. No one's provided this clear passing option, which should be every day of the week. Like we said, see, Kobe's so high and you're behind a defender, Kobe. What do you expect? You can't get the ball. Drop off, get it to your feet, then face forward. Then you might be able to find Marcus. Then we could find the striker. It's the off the ball movement which is your problem. All your problems. So we've got Archer and Kobe both in the same spot. This isn't bad at all. What I'd say is, once again, Kobe, the movement is just a little bit, instead of being so direct and close to these defenders, you're still going forward, but you're arcing your run. You've got to arc the run so you get away from the opponents. All right. Every little centimetre, inch makes the world of difference. Yeah, Jackson, get deep here because you might be able to receive the switch. Two things here. Can we? This is what I'm trying to get you guys to talk to each other. Say each other's name when you pass. If you ever watch me play football, every time I pass, I say their name. It just wakes them and goes, "Hang what? Oh, okay." And then by the time they've got what, and then balls at their feet. Otherwise, cool, they weren't ready for it. But another thing is, Archer, never turn your back to the ball. You have to always know where the ball is. So instead of running like that, face the ball. Always face the ball, but just side shuffle, run backwards. We don't want to turn our back to the ball, ever. If you don't know where the ball is, you don't know if it's coming or not. You don't know how the player's passing to you. You don't know when the player's passing to you. So once again, one mistake could have punished us. Could have been a goal straight away. So a strong team will punish your mistakes. Where worse teams will often do that, where they miss, they make mistakes themselves. So don't get upset that you're losing. It's just that punishing your mistakes, where a worse team wouldn't punish your mistakes. And that gives us the opportunity to make better, to change mistakes. So even here, once again, Marcus, can he pass to you? Just open up, get it to your feet. Get on your spots, guys. Yeah. It's really important. You guys almost want the ball. If you don't want the ball, the person with the ball, good, Marcus, but can it be 10 times earlier? Where's our winger? Does the winger want it? Good, Kobe, well done. Now, so if you're a midfielder, you must support everybody closely. So whoever has the ball, they should be able to one-touch pass you and then forward run. So instead of running and hiding behind Marcus, can you come support, let Kobe pass you so you can either give it back or switch out. The midfielder must be literally so close to everyone that they can all pass to you. So here, I like the run, but that's really the run the striker's probably making, Marcus. Where, Cope, as soon as you see the ball travelling there, Marcus, you should actually be coming to help support the one-touch bounce. So midfielders, you see where the ball's going, the ball's travelling, alright, I'm going to pop over here in this pocket of space. Cool. Kobe's got it under pressure. Kobe should be bouncing me, making a forward run, getting it back, or Marcus decides, no, I'm going to switch it to Stephen. But once again, these little mistakes in decisions and positioning, it means we have no options to hoot, like we can't pass anywhere. And then we're back to square one. So it's so important. Every second of the game, you must provide a passing option. If you're not, the person with the ball will lose it. Then you have to run more to defend. It's easier to work really hard when you have the ball. It's more fun. It's more engaging. It sucks defending. Go. So here, you might be tired, but cool. This is your player. He passes. What did he passes and does what? He makes a forward run. Marcus falls asleep. He doesn't track him goal side. This is why I say pass and make forward runs. You must listen to me. I'm here to help you, obviously. So he passes and makes a forward run. Marcus doesn't track him. He lets him go. He starts ball watching, because we all do, especially when you get tired. He takes a touch, it's a goal. What do you expect? Once again, a worse player would have stuffed that up, and it wouldn't have been a goal, and Marcus and everyone else would have gotten away with it. This is a stronger team. They will punish you. And so it gives you the opportunity to realise your mistakes, because you get punished and go, oh, geez, what am I doing wrong? Well, these are the things that you're doing wrong. One is off the ball movement in general, so providing the passing options, every second of the game, get in a passing line, get in space, call for the ball. 2, after you pass, make a forward run. We just saw that guy scored because he passed and made a forward run. Alright, communication. Tell the person if you're passing to him, where do you want the ball? So even here, what should be happening every time? This is a perfect example of what should happen. Pass, Marcus forward run, get it back. He's now in space because he's now beat his player. He's drawn him in and beat him. Get the 1-2s, guys. We do it at training. We have the whole drill that is passing and moving in 1-2s. But it's as you pass, you're already making the run, as I said at training. If you don't put it to practice, now we're square one, now we've lost the ball. So these decisions change whether we have the ball for longer than 1 second or if we give it back to them and they score again. It's up to you to do the work. It's easier to work when you have the ball. Chasing it all day is annoying. It sucks. Pass and make the run and demand it again. None of you guys want the ball. And then you're complaining you're running all day. We'll run when you have the ball and you won't have to run so much. Once again, could you peel off, Marcus? Could you get it? Is our winger trying to get it in this pass? You're hugging your goal. Where's the intersection? Where's this spot, Jackson? This pass, how's he going to pass it to you there? You're directly behind him. Can it be more out here? As soon as the ball travels, once again, no reaction, Marcus. That's like, at least, Stephen, you're doing a bit of work, that's fine. So, can you get here early for the pass through? So then it allows this pass, or this pass. At the moment, there's no option. And now, Stephen, where are you going? Either you have to commit to the run here, or you have to drop off and get to your feet. If you hide behind the defender, how are you meant to get the ball? I physically don't understand the brain thoughts. If I stand behind 11, it's going to make it more difficult. Yes, potentially, but if he makes half a millimeter of a mistake in terms of hitting that ball, it's intercepted. Or if this guy has half a brain cell, he's going to just anticipate it. And then Marcus, you can't get the pass because you're hiding as well. This is the reason you guys aren't getting success. It's this stuff. It's not because you can't control and pass the ball. There's no one to pass to. That pass is correct. There was a passing line. He played through it. But no one's there trying to get the ball. Make the run. Archer, make the run. Find the passing lines and get in them. You guys are hiding behind option. There's zero movement. And then we're moving when we're defending. Move when we have the ball. Not when we're defending. It's boring the whole time if you're just defending. I promise it's easier to sprint your guts out when you have the ball because it's rewarding. Sprinting defending is not rewarding. It's demotivating. Demoralizing. It sucks. If it's not on, what should we do? Who's talking to him? Well, great run, Stephen. Well done. But even here, make sure defender. Someone supports Archer so we can reset it. If we cannot go forward, can we go sideways? If we cannot go sideways, I need an option to go backwards. We go forward. If not, I go sideways. If not, I go backwards. If you do not provide all those options, what can we do? Great skills by Marcus. Fake is brilliant. But whenever you shoot, where do we shoot? Bup. Keepers are always near post. We have to shoot far post. I get that they're pretty much blocking it because they defended well. But the reason we shoot far post is that's where the keeper isn't. But also it could be an own goal. It could have our winger here, which should be getting for the back post. It could hit the post and come to our striker. Anything. But also, another thing, especially in wide areas, we should be demanding a cutback. It's up to him to shoot or to cut it back, but we should have to at least be demanding it so it enters his brain that maybe I cut it back for a shot. I don't mind the shot here at all. But don't complain and ask for the ball after. Ask for it as the play's happening. Say demand it, not just make the run and be quiet. We must communicate. Give each other information. Tell each other where we are because we, in the heat of the moment, I'm just trying to not lose the ball. It's so much harder to defend. It's much easier to keep the ball. It takes less effort to provide a passing option than it is to run and sprint and defend. So, just make the effort while you have the ball. That's your guys' biggest issue. There's no effort when we have the ball. And then we're sprinting our butts off when we don't. Makes me crazy if you can't tell. Unos, dos, tres. Porco due. What are we doing? This guy's in danger. No one wants to make the run here. No one wants to drop off and create a passing option. We just want to hold hands together. Watch yourselves and think, why are we doing this? Is this the reason we're not having success? Ask yourself. Still, haven't moved a muscle. Let's watch. Okay. Defending, that's fine. We now have it. We still 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 have it. Not a single action of saying, yes, pass to me. Or, where do I want? Or using your voice to demand the ball. Yes, yes, yes. I want it here. It's... Hopefully he does something well. Porco due. This is what I mean when none of us actually want the ball. None of us want to help each other keep the ball. There's no off-the-ball movement. There's no getting into passing lines. There's no proactivity in terms of screaming for the ball. Yes, I'm here. Reset it. It's so passive all the time. If you fix this, you'll triple, quadruple how good you are as a player and as a team. Already, someone should have dropped off here. Someone should have made a run in behind. No one's still done it. Stephen is now thinking of it. Jackson and Jacob aren't thinking of nothing. We're watching. We're standing. Great viewing. We're now watching the TV. Oh, this is nice football to watch on TV. God do it. even though it works, okay, we must be supporting and saying, reset, try again the other side. There's 15,000 defenders that side. And then Archie should be saying, yes, actually pass to my feet, play it to me. And Marcus should be trying to find a pass and say, yes, play to the midfield, I want to switch. We should all be providing all the different options, and then it's up to this person to go, okay, hang on, actually there is a guy behind me, there's 4 players in front of me, yeah, he's probably not the best option, I know there's someone behind me because someone's screaming at me from behind, let me use that option. So we don't want to just say, Archer's a good position, let's let it go to Archer. All of you provide options, and then the person with the ball decides what's best. And if he makes a bad decision, then I tell the person what decision was better. But I can't tell the person what decision was better when he's only got one option to decide with. Even here, Marcus, you should be screaming, saying, first time pass, first time, give it to me. And then you're on goal. And once you pass, Kobe, you'll make the forward run. And then it's 2v1 against this guy. And Archie's doing the same thing. Scream for it. Demand the pass. Say, first time to me, bro. Open up and get it to your feet, Marcus. But none of us want it. We just stand and watch. No communication, no action with your body, no sudden changes of pace and pushing off the defender to really get in a pocket of space in a passing line. It's so passive. And then you have to bust your butt to get back. It's easier to bust your butt when you have the ball. It's also less demoralizing. Once again, if you've seen a team do short corners 3 times, 5 times in a row, can we double up? Okay, now they've run away, we don't need to. So you have to recognize those things. Alright, so 4 corners, you have to look at the ball while also looking at who you're marking, and then once the ball's kicked, you should be attacking that ball and trying to meet that ball first. Whoever meets the ball first wins. Meet it. Can you meet it? Can you meet it? Can you meet it? Can you attack it? Rather than running away from the ball. Don't just face backwards straight away. Jagger, first thought is, can I go forward? So can I go forward? And it's, Adrian, could you just get the ball and drive forward? Could my winger get the ball and go forward? But none of us want it. Adrian's not saying, yes, pass to me. And if he does, what will probably happen is these guys may close up against him, which then allows it to go to someone else. But we're like telling the opposition where we're going to play to. See here. We're in danger. We're in danger. Jackson, scream for the ball. Stephen, one touch back to your partner. Then open up again. Then maybe our striker can get it through the middle. And then because it's gone to our striker, we know our midfielder and winger are going to make forward runs so we can bounce out to those wingers. And once we bounce, striker, you're going to make another forward run again, aren't you? But we want to 1v1 the whole world, man. Teamwork. Team game. So, I like the communication, and it wasn't too bad. But if you're going to make the run, don't hesitate your run. You have to go, because you have to beat with this guy with a full race. So, you tell him, and then you slow down a bit. And now you blast your speed. It should be straight away. You should be blasting your speed as you're pointing it with your arm. So you're blasting speed, going, but you're jogging half slowly. Commit. It's too early. And as this is happening, Adrian, scream at the dude. Scream at him as well. We are all yelling at the person. And then this guy might go, actually, I don't like that option. Let me go here. But at the moment, he goes, this is my only option. I'll have it. Someone from behind should be screaming, reset. Actually, try again here, for example. It's up to this guy to choose. Okay. So my issue is that we provide little options, and Stephen, an individual thing is just commit to the run. There's no offsides anyway. Commit to the run, get the ball. Mistakes are fine. So if you make a mistake, any individual, it doesn't matter. It's on to the next. Because as soon as we get upset with ourselves, then then we won't be any better, and we're going to put our team in strife. So with any of our players, mistakes are fine. We're here to learn from them. So here our striker's got to really commit straight away. So our striker, as soon as the ball's out, I got to get here and I got to commit to winning my player, to pressing my player. We don't want to ever give up. Don't rush keeper. They're still in our box, keeper. Let them get out of our box first before you throw the ball. And another thing is, we have to use our brain here, Jagger. Put a line through the middle of the pitch. Which side has most defenders? So Jackson, open up and scream for the ball. Jagger, you should see, okay, Josh is already marked. There's 2 defenders on this side of the pitch. Let's go to the other side of the pitch. But let them reset first. So brain, it's this. All of you can pass a ball, kick a ball. Everyone can 1v1. Your skills are fine. It's this that needs years of work. So even here, I don't mind the pass. The issue is, this is the striker and winger doing the same option, which means this player can defeat you both. Whereas if you come here for the short pass, Stephen, this guy might travel a bit over here to mark you. And then it allows the striker to get the ball. And then it allows you, Stephen, to make a forward run and get the ball to your feet. Or the midfielder to make a forward run and get to your feet. We need middle option, striker, is from this position. I need my other option, midfielder. I need my other option, winger. And potentially I can always switch back to my other defender or goalkeeper. As many different options. Okay, this is straight to the striker, because like I said, wherever the ball is, straight line is where our striker should be. You get punished for your mistakes here as well. Lord Almighty, don't run backwards trying to be a goalkeeper. Run into the ball. Here, as soon as we see a ball going to the defender at the box, it's run towards the ball. Not run backwards away from it. The reaction is too slow. The closer you are to the ball, the higher chance it's going to hit you instead of going past you. So I don't mind at all, actually. So like I said, in this situation, that's a really good option. But as I said, I would like my striker to get in line with the ball. So as a general rule, can my striker make this run here? In this situation, he's in the pocket space. It's really fine. But because I want to try to create as many different options and also trying to remember fundamental rules so we get a habit of doing it, is let this run happen. We have Adrian making this run. And then that allows us, cool, we can play in behind and then make a forward run. I can play to my midfielder. If this guy gets dragged out this way and follows the runner, then I can just dribble in. As a general, this is totally fine what we did. It would have been a go. It's great. But just as a general rule, because how we see we're both creating the same option, which is what we don't want. But well done, Stephen, to make the forward run. Just as a reminder, he uses his back foot. That's totally fine. So we're going to use our back foot to control. So he's done well there. Really great positioning. Really, really good. So Jackson, man, can we drop off a little bit and demand to go back? You're the one that's free. And then you can find the striker, find the winger, or switch out to our other defender. Or the defender's taking the throw, rather. Good possession. Well done for keeping possession. That was good. Yeah.